Round 2, result clauses. I was so tired, and something like horse, but that could be debated. The adjective tired is camnos, so I'd say camner. Horster is your word for that. And in Greek, that's then followed by an infinitive, katheudein. That'd be your basic, very bog standard kind of thing. It's not great Greek, but it gives you the overall idea. A similar effect can be achieved without using a word like so. So is called a correlative. It's part of a batch of things. This is going to trigger all kind of result clauses. We'll have a look at a whole page of those at some point. They're very useful. I was extremely tired, though. Can still trigger a result. Extremely is going to be something like malista. Camner. And you've still got horster, katheudein there. So, horster is standing for the result was. There aren't that many of these in the New Testament that you're going to come across. And not every horster is followed by an infinitive. Sometimes it's plus another mood. But in textbook speak, you need the infinitive. Purpose clauses. You've already learned these. You've learnt eis erchomai, eis ten oichian. And then just in the last chapter before this one, 17, you've learnt hinna, oinon, and then you've learnt that you would use the subjunctive. So something like pior. You can, however, also do exactly what English would do, which is cut out the E in order and just use a to. So you could just say eis erchomai, eis ten oichian, oinon, piein, and use an infinitive again. That is perfectly legitimate. Final example is the gerund or the articular infinitive. I don't mind which of these terms you use. Gerund is what you'll see in old-fashioned grammar books. Articular infinitive is what Duff uses and what a lot of the American books will use. But the point is, you are making a noun out of the infinitive, out of the verb, using an article. So you've seen luain, lusai, to untie. Gerund means verbal noun. So what you do now is to make it a noun, you add an article, and now you've got the act of untying. If you think like, I like swimming, or seeing is believing, you could also say, I like to swim, or to see is to believe. So English has used a participle to make that verbal noun idea. But don't be fooled by swimming, believing. Those are not participles, they are nouns. I like chocolate, I like swimming. It's filling the object part of the sentence. It is a noun idea. I like the act of swimming. The act of seeing is the act of believing. And you can see in English that is also replaceable with an infinitive. And that's exactly what Greek is doing. So you can use it in that kind of way in Greek, but there are lots of other things you can do with the gerund as well. The things you're given in the textbook are as follow. First of all, you can use dia plus an accusative. Now you've learnt dia plus accusative means because of. So you could say because of praying. dia to proseuchestai. Because I've been praying all the time. Present infinitive, continuous idea. Something or other happened. Meta plus an accusative. After. After eating. Meta to esthiein. Because of praying. After eating. You've then got another way of doing an purpose clause. You can use an infinitive by itself, but you can also use it with eis to, pros to, or to. So you could rephrase that sentence we already had as eis erchomai, eis ten oikian, pros to pien oinon. You can use pro or prin plus a genitive, prin republic plus accusative, and that is another way of saying before. So pro to esthiein, before eating. And you can use n plus a dative to mean during or while. So n to esthiein, while eating. You will see an awful lot of these in the New Testament. It's worth getting used to them. The preposition plus the relative case plus the infinitive. It's a neuter noun. So it's always going to be the neuter article you see.